'Cause we've got such a long way to
All right.
go.
Welcome to Fringeworthy. I am your host, Bruce Sheffer, also one of the hosts for the Gaming on the Frontier podcast, which you can find from your
Shameless
podcatcher.
plug.
Just search for it. Yes, absolutely shameless. I've been doing this for 16 years. I'm totally shameless about it. By any shame, I would have stopped long ago. All right. So with us is uh, Irani, played by
Indrani.
Indrani?
Indrani. It's just
Indrani,
like
played
it's
by Chuck.
spelled, yeah.
All right, I'm sorry, played by Chuck. Okay. We also have Valentina Vargas, played by Kaitlin. Wave, Kaitlin.
Hi.
Wave, Kaitlin. There we are. Okay. We have Mark, played by Ken.
Yeah.
We have Kit, played by Jason. Everybody else has it the other way around. I don't know. And
I don't know.
And we
But
have
I would like.
Alpin, played by Soda, played by otherwise known as Pat, otherwise known as Gandalf. I don't know.
Whatever his
Pat,
name is.
You keep changing your name every week. Who's trying to be apparently incognito because he's got always light behind him, like someone who's deep throat. Anyways, we are playing Fringeworthy, and we are now on a world that's actually one of the Earth Prime alts, and they have gone there and they have found the world is a very strange place. They have left their immediate surroundings and done a little tour, and they found spires of crystal, a huge, well, basically continuously operating geyser. They have found a strange depression like the size of the Grand Canyon to the south, filled with large, what looks like masses of red glowing stuff at night. They can tell it's glowing at night. Okay, and an area that seems to be completely filled with depressions, and the depressions are, if they dig down far enough, they find it is glassy rock at the bottom of it. So, and they sent and at night the sky is filled with rivers of lights that seem to slowly move through the night sky, crossing each other, and aurora borealis up there. And there's some kind of strange thing up in the sky that they were able to tell with their infrared goggles, but they've never been able to actually see. They're not quite sure what that is. Anyways, but they sent up a weather balloon to try to check stuff out, and they saw, first they confirmed all the things I just said, and then they also saw that there was a large blobby light source in the night sky to the north. I mean, it wasn't in the night sky, it was on the ground, but it was to the north. And there was also a much smaller one that seemed to be somewhere in a very large ruin. At least it looked like a ruin of to the east, the far east. The weather balloon was slowly moving across to the east, and it was able to detect that just before it floated out of range for their communication here. So, what is beyond that possibly ruined city? Who can say at this point? But
well, if there's lights there, it might not be completely ruined.
There is one light, and it's in the middle, surrounded by what looks by a possibly dead city, possibly some other kind of weird rock structure that you're not familiar with, because you could say the same thing about the thing to the south until you saw it glowing. You all said, "Yeah, no, we're not going to go there." Anyways, so they decided instead to go toward the blobby light source to the north, and that's where they're on their way now. So before I start talking about what happens as you travel north, is there anything you guys need to talk about with each other?
Okay.
No.
Nothing?
I guess not.
No, I can't think of anything.
Okie doke. All right, so you leaving your campsite near the geyser, you are heading in a northerly fashion, looking for anything that strikes you as being something that would qualify as where that light source might have come from. Okay, so as you continue north,
Bruce,
yes. Oh,
I like to
I knew
wear,
it. I knew it.
I like to wear my infrared goggles for a little while, even though we're going in the daytime, because I still may help seeing like invisible, hidden creatures.
Okay. As Jason, I'm sorry, as Kit has mentioned to you, the infrared goggles work in the daytime as well. It's just you're not going to be able to really tell things that are only infrared, unless you switch back and forth between just an optical pair of binoculars and the infrared, seeing, oh, there's something new there. Okay, so anyways, and these are ones that have an IR illuminator, so they're not actually thermographic. You understand that, right?
Okay, so if something is only thermographic, then it won't show up.
Everything is thermographic. Okay, it's just thermographic means that what you're seeing are the different shades of heat, and not really a good image of what the object actually is.
Okay.
So we're using light. So what we're using is light intensification goggles.
But they're also including the IR area.
Okay.
Well, okay. Yeah, kind of. They use an IR light source to spotlight.
They're using an IR light source to spot anything that might show up in IR only. Since you know that there are a lot of things that are using optical camouflage in this landscape, it makes sense to do that. So good job, Mark. Good idea.
All
right.
Indrani says, I know this is a really mundane thing to say, but what is everyone's go-to weapon? Firearm. I'm just curious how much firepower we have
I
in
got
case
a
of
pistol,
emergency.
but I haven't really practiced a lot with it.
Oh, I just have basic
I went
training
through
with
the
pistol.
training, so I can use it.
Me too. But... Okay. Yeah, I know which end to point, and that's about it.
The bullet goes in the other guy, huh?
I sure hope so. Yeah.
One can only assume here.
Yeah.
Does anyone else want to answer?
I have a pistol and a rifle.
Okay. If something jumps you, which one are you going to pull first?
Pistol, probably, if it's close.
Because he's driving.
Right.
Yeah.
Alpin, how about you?
That depends on which type of combat you're talking about.
Okay,
I have a sword and a knife.
Oh,
I have a pistol and a rifle.
Alrighty, okay. And Mark, how about you?
As I said, a pistol, but
Okay,
I haven't really practiced.
All right.
So don't stand in front of Mark when he's shooting.
Or Indrani.
Or Indrani, for that matter.
How about you, Valentina?
I have a Glock, and for long range I have a Glock. For up close and personal, I have daggers. So.
Oh wow!
I greatly prefer the up close and personal because at least then I can probably guarantee something.
Okay.
Like the sweet sound of their screams as they.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Actually,
okay.
according to the guy who played Count Dooku, when you stab somebody with a knife, they actually don't scream.
No,
their lungs kind of freeze up because there's a piece of metal sticking in them.
Interesting.
Yeah. And he would know.
And he would know.
Yeah.
Anyways, because he basically corrected everybody on when he was doing an interview on a talk show about this. All right, so heading north, you travel for a fair distance, probably nearly 100 miles or less. Since distances are not in big circles. But anyways, you travel and you see every so often you see something that looks like a pile of it's kind of it's kind of a pile of rocks, and when you get a little closer, you realize it's really a corpse.
Oh my word!
Corpse? Oh, we'd have to
Of a-
stop and look at what
of
it
a
is.
human?
It's got like legs and things like that.
It wasn't a
Is it
rock.
of a human?
It was a rock monster.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I know that one.
Well, let's stop and investigate this pile of rock body.
Sounds good.
Should I poke it with a
Assuming that something
Yes, of course.
didn't kill it and it's gonna
Stick.
like come here and try to eat it and anything that's around it.
Well, just remember that which does not kill you makes you stronger. Except
I've heard that
tail
one too.
rotors.
All right,
Tail roters
so
will kill you dead.
Valentina is going over and sticking it with a stick. Okay,
Apparently I'm going-
Valentina, give me a luck check.
Oh jeez.
I will cover her from the roof of the vehicle.
Yo, watch out for parasites.
No shit.
Watch out for hammer sites.
I'm on time.
That is a 4.
4. Well, something
not dead.
squirts out from the body and lands sizzling onto the ground.
Oh. Hey, don't poke this with a stick.
Looks like acid.
Right.
Or maybe
It does look
extremely
like
hot
acid.
steam, but looks like acid.
Yeah.
Acid for blood.
You want to come test it? Welcome to it.
Sure, I'll go up to the splotch on the ground. I'll put a little bit in the test tube.
It's
and I'll go
bubbling a
back
bit.
and I'll test it.
Oh wow.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Be
I
careful.
should be able to tell if it's like hot, if it's steamy because it's boiling or because it's acid.
Okay. Well, it is both.
Oh.
Okay. I mean, it's hot. And as you examine it, appears to be a very high molar amount of nitric acid.
Okay. Yeah, it's acid. It's hot too. It's hot acid.
Yeah.
Hot acid. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Probably it's blood.
It's,
Maybe I don't know, a defense
actually,
mechanism.
I'm sorry. Let me change that. It's not nitric acid. It's muric acid.
Uric acid.
I think
Uric
that's
acid.
hydrochloric or
No,
hydrochloric
uric acid is
something
muric
else.
acid.
Exactly.
Muric normally doesn't have a high molar though, does it?
This apparently does.
Because I remember using muric to clean bricks.
Yeah, it is hydrochloric.
Yes.
Oh, okay. What makes it muric?
I keep
then?
saying muric, and he.
I guess this is a much more concentrated muric acid than one would generally find.
What is? Well, wait. Is it hydrochloric or muric?
He's just
Yes.
muric.
What do you mean, yes?
Hydrochloric is also known as muric.
Okay.
Hydrochloric is highly corrosive.
Why would they
Yes,
need?
it's-
Why would we have two?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Anyways, I
Anyway,
think
yeah, it's
you're not-
acid. It's also hot.
Yeah. Anyways, so
They're so
and
hot.
it seems to be more than capable of causing damage to things like rock, glass, things like that. Which is why suddenly the test equipment basically has a major malfunction, as essentially the testing equipment that it's now been exposed to has now been corroded, and it's actually become broken because of the muric acid melting the testing equipment that you used.
They are so taking that out of your paycheck.
Kit. Yeah, Kit. That's
no, glass is chemically resistant to hydrochloric acid.
yeah. Well, apparently this is still working.
So it's got other stuff in it too.
It's a mix. It's a mix.
It's
Oh my gosh.
This is I dropped the broken test tube. I say this is bad stuff. We don't want to get near it.
A little late for that, isn't it?
Well, we don't want to get near it again.
Come on then.
It's gonna
And I'm
eat
gonna
through the
start pulling
hull.
him back if he's right next to me. I have no clue where.
Okay.
I have no clue
All
where
right.
Rick went.
Important safety tip.
Don't play with
Oh,
acid.
Ken, make me a science check. Since you're saying, hey, glass is pretty resistant to most acids, what could this be?
Benny, that 7. No, 9.
Good. You're pretty sure this is a mix of uric acid or hydrochloric acid and fluoric acid.
Oh,
Hmm.
I say,
It's
yeah.
a real.
This
It,
is really bad.
why do
Hydrofluoric,
you
hydrochloric.
why do you think that is?
It's probably a defense mechanism.
Why is it bad though?
It's bad because it dissolves lots of things.
Like our vehicle.
It definitely would dissolve. It would definitely, well, it would shine up your vehicle, possibly dissolve some of your vehicle if it was in larger quantities. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Anyways, so that happened. So what
So
now,
if we
guys?
run into any of these things, we don't want to shoot them or blow them up because we'll get, splashed.
Okay. So body's still there. Valentina gonna go in.
Despite my urges to go poke it again, it's not gonna happen.
Oh, all right then.
Sadly.
Yes.
Why not just try and remove a rock or two?
Yeah.
I'm leaving that to
Valentina,
science guy.
go ahead and give me a notice check.
Jeez. $13.
13. Okay. You notice that there seems to be like a kind of almost a. If you were a farmer, you would say that it was a furrow on either side of this animal. Okay, and there seems to be a lot of gravel or dirt that seems to be piled up around the animal a little bit as well. The corpse, that is.
I'm
just telling you that. Just telling you what you're seeing.
All right.
Are there signs of things that are like clawing in the dirt, like maybe?
I was about to call in science guy anyway, so
Yeah.
he may know something.
Yeah, I'm gonna look
If you-
around and see if there are signs that something else has been, messing around and like burying this thing or digging.
Okay. Does anybody have a hunting or tracking skill?
I do.
Survival.
Do you wish to go over and examine this area?
I
Sure.
can. If
As far
someone
as I
tells
know,
me
as far as I know, you're still in the car.
I am, but if somebody says, "Hey, come check this out," because I do have tracking.
Okay. I'm going to stay in the car. If you want to try some tracking, go for it.
I mean, if somebody's telling me to go, I'm assuming that.
Anybody?
Hey, Kit, come check this out.
I'm gonna assume you've told us that you know how to track. So I'll say, yeah, you might want to come look at this. See if there's any evidence of other animals here. Maybe.
Yeah, you guys
Did
might have to
something
volunteer to
bury
do
this,
things
or?
because everybody doesn't know exactly your skills.
Oh.
So if you have something that would apply, you might want to say, "Hey,
I'm the outdoorsy guy that does outdoorsy things, like wandering in the woods
Can
and
you
riding
look here
horses.
then and see if
Yeah, well,
something other
I don't know how to
creatures
do that.
Yeah.
been digging
What?
around this thing?
Stop talking and I'll tell you what I rolled.
No.
I rolled an 8d8. It exploded and I got a 9.
Good job. All right. You notice that there is, in fact, signs that there were, and as you go over, you can see that this thing does have legs, and therefore it does have, appendages on the end. Okay, and from the looks of it, they're kind, they're its outer body is I mentioned before, kind of rocky, and its appendages look fairly rocky as well. And so you're looking around, and it looks like there are tracks, and there's a fair amount of them, which means that there might have been a herd or a group of these creatures, and one of them may have been attacked, leaving their corpse behind. And the others may have moved on, or they could be really right here, but under, but camouflaged.
Does infrared show such creatures around?
Looking around with your infrared, within the range of your infrared, you cannot see anything that looks like that.
Well, I will let the group know that, well, this here thing crawled here, but it looks like there were more of them. I think this is a lot like that rock mouth creature, where it looks like a rock, but it's not.
Hmm.
Okay.
So there were a lot more of them, and it died.
Yeah,
So,
if
for
they
some
come in
reason.
herds, like, we might want to be careful, because you don't want to be run over by these things.
I wouldn't think so. No.
Well, they may not be dangerous unless they're killed. I mean, you poked it with the stick and it squirted, but we don't know what it does when it's alive.
Are you interested in the size of this creature by any chance?
Yeah. What was it?
Sure.
Human sized? Is it bigger than a washing machine?
It's about the size of I'll just say large deer, springer, antelope. It's
Springbok.
definitely smaller than a moose. So, but I'm saying is that
it's not as big as a horse, but it's smaller. It's bigger than a dog, but not by much.
You'd think that it's about the size of a large dog, like maybe not as
Great
big.
Dane.
Could be, I think, a little smaller than a Great Dane, maybe Wolfhound
Saint Bernard.
without the fur, Saint Bernard. Yeah, but it doesn't look like that. But I'm just saying, as far as mass of the body is concerned, it looks like about that.
Okay.
Okay. Also, Jason, as you go, I'm sorry, I said Jason. Kit, as you go walking around, you notice that there's more of these furrows here and there.
I wanted to ask, does this look like the creatures that we saw last night?
What creatures did you see last night?
The creatures that were playing in the geysers, I think it was.
That followed the sunlight.
Yeah, those creatures.
Oh, those. Okay. No.
Dang it.
But they are about the same size. Huh. So this is an entirely different species, versus the one you saw last night.
It's life, Jim, but not as we know it.
Very good.
Not as we know it. Yeah.
There's Klingons on the starboard bow. Scrape them off, Jim.
Yeah, the real question is, can you eat it?
It's got a lot of acid in, so probably not.
Not without getting acid indigestion.
Yeah. Oh, I have taken damage.
There's an awful lot of calories in plutonium.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of calories, or not a lot of calories?
There's a lot of calories in plutonium.
Oh, well, then we should definitely get diet plutonium.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Also take a Geiger counter reading.
Okay, the Geiger counter reading is higher than the outside reading, but it's not exceptionally high, dangerous, or,
okay.
Unless you actually did, some real checking on it, you don't know whether,
it's higher than background, right? That's what you're saying.
Well, yeah, I'm saying is that maybe the reading you're getting is like concentrated. It could be in its body in general. It could be concentrated in what passes for kidneys. It's hard to say. Could be in fluids that are in its body.
If a lot of these things are partly cyborgish, it could have a reactor in it.
So, is there anything mechanical looking about this at all? Or is it just
I was
rock
just
looking?
about to ask that.
From the outside of it, no. It doesn't look any more mechanical than that rock, the rock snake that you ran into earlier.
Okay, so like if I got a shovel out of the back and tried to flip it over or anything,
You
see if
could
there's.
try.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go grab a shovel and.
I say, watch
Okay.
out for the acid.
Yeah,
Obviously.
yeah. Okay, now give me a luck check.
Mhm.
Luke, be Lukey. I got a 3.
Nice.
Nice. Do you wish to Benny that, or just?
Oh, is that bad? Not good enough.
No, I'm
I
sorry.
don't
You're
know
not
what the
allowed. You're
target.
not. No, you're not allowed to. You're not allowed to Benny luck checks.
Okay.
Okay, you get hit. Something sprays and hits you.
I'm dying.
What are you going to do?
I'm gonna pour water on myself.
Okay. While that is happening, this thing erodes through your. Oh, let's see. It's going to be your center of mass. And
Okay.
since
Well,
I
that
don't
was
have
a
a
quick
detailed
game.
body chart here, and basically
Fringeworthy
starts.
doesn't have a detailed hit chart like.
Let's find out how much damage it does. It does 5 points of damage. Does your armor have 5 points of damage?
Have a toughness of 7.
Yeah.
And 11 from. It's 11/15 versus ballistic. So
11
plus
so
4.
4. Okay,
plus
so
4.
this thing actually gets through to your body and starts burning you.
Okay.
So you basically you're burned. It hurts. It's
Ow,
bad.
ow.
Yeah, it's bad stuff.
Um,
Ken, quick science check for something that could possibly neutralize this combination of muric slash.
I got an 8. Do we have any
hydrochloric
baking
acid.
soda?
That may not be the best choice.
Okay. Well, I got an 8. Do we have any? I
Let
don't
me-
know, like lye solution or something.
Let me.
Lye would not be.
Lye might work. Let's see here.
I mean, actually, baking soda might work depending.
What about like just water?
Yeah,
Do it
water's
to
actually
Anna
one of
and
the
add
best
the water.
treatments for this because if you dilutes it and washes it away.
And
Right.
I'm sure that it washed it away on the top, but the part that already started. Okay, so it says use a base of like baking soda, soda ash, lime. So, yeah.
So then I grab the baking soda from wherever it is in
the refrigerator.
Probably would be there. I mean,
that's where I put it last time I used it.
Why would it be
although
in the fridge?
I'd be using it as
things
part of
fresh.
scientific supplies, not as a
Keep things
food.
fresh.
But yeah, I'll apply the baking soda.
Okay. All right. Well, it will eventually neutralize it. You are in a lot of pain, Kit, and
how many points of damage do I take?
You don't take any points of damage, but you will suffer a -1 to your dexterity as a result of this injury.
Well, that's damage.
Yeah, but it's not like hit points. It's not like a wound. You see what I'm saying?
Well, that's
Okay.
bad though.
So,
anything that is affected skill-wise by your dexterity is going to be affected by this until it heals.
Oh, my driving,
Okay,
my
so-
fighting, my
okay,
writing,
Bruce.
shooting, swimming, stealth, tracking, throwing.
Yes.
Wow, you're a real dex guy, aren't you?
I am
One
a
of the
dex
best,
build,
one of the
yes.
best.
All righty. Well,
Bruce-
you better hope you heal fast. Yes, sir.
Bruce, you're saying just a straight -1 to Dex, not he doesn't lose a die type
No,
of.
he's not losing a die. It's just any check he makes that's dex related, meaning all the skills that are affected by dex or the dex stat itself is going to suffer
Okay.
a -1.
All right, I understood you correctly then.
Now, if somebody
Jason,
has
what's
some,
with you and getting burned?
if somebody has some magical means of healing Jason, Kit, you're welcome to do so.
I don't think anybody can heal anybody here. So
All right, that's
We
fine.
couldn't save Jason.
Still-
We'll save Kit.
It's
Yeah.
still
By the way, if you hadn't neutralized it, I'm going to treat that as a successful healing check. If you hadn't done that, then you definitely would have suffered a wound.
yeah.
It would have
I
just kept
can-
eating away
Kit-
at you
Kit.
until it was satisfied.
you want me to try?
Try what?
I did this once, but it was just in practice. I've never done it in the field. Do you want me to try?
On what?
It can heal people.
With what?
Yeah.
Psionics?
Psychic
Yeah.
abilities.
What do you mean?
My invisible friend.
What do you mean heal people? Like you can't really bandage it. I guess you can
Are you
bandage it,
heal
but
people? What is this? What's going on?
The first time I went to the gate, it awoke the power in my mind, and Susan helped me to figure out how to use it. And one of the things I have been able to do just once, was heal people.
okay, so you claim that you're a psychic.
Obviously, the science guy doesn't believe in that.
Well,
The operating word is not claim; it's M.
people do believe in psychic powers of certain kinds. Okay.
Just not science guy.
The ability to see the future, or object reading might be questionable.
I think Mark missed out on the chance of naming himself Bill.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
You want me to try?
He can always take a nickname.
I guess.
That's why
Okay,
I called him
here we
Science
go.
Guy. Anyway.
You can try.
This is where I die.
Anyway, go ahead, Indrani.
So she's going to put her hot little hand on your wound. Is that okay?
Okay.
Do I have a choice?
No.
Yes, of course you have a choice.
The answer to that is no. So.
Not.
Sorry,
I rolled a 9.
I generally speaking, run games with consent, guys.
Okay. Bruce, I rolled a 9.
That sounds successful to me.
Working. I think.
What does that do for you? Do for him?
No idea.
Okay. Let's look at the thingy bob.
Other than make me smile.
It makes you smile a lot.
Nice, pretty lady with a nice little hot hand pressing against his
pressing against my burning wound.
Yeah, your burning wound.
Okay, let's see.
There's really nothing exotic or exciting about that, other than the fact that it would suck. My psychic ability requires me to use lemon juice with this wound.
Oh, that would hurt.
I can heal you, but I have
to put salt on both hands.
Well, there's nothing quite like when we started using the hand sanitizer during COVID, when you found out you had a very small cut on your hand somewhere because you knew about it. It's like, holy crap!
I must use fresh onion juice.
I can feel the healing.
Okay.
What is that?
All right.
It means it's working.
Okay, Bruce.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's healing under the psychic. It's empathic healing, so I get what he's got.
That sounds like a pretty bad trade-off.
Okay, so suddenly, ow! It hurts. It burns.
Son of a bologna sandwich.
That sounds like a pretty bad trade-off.
Ow.
Okay, but does it actually heal?
It says the healer takes on the wounds and injuries the person they are healing possesses.
All right.
That's
now
it.
Now I've got the burns.
Is that of any use? I mean, maybe if somebody's about to die, but other than that, is that of any use?
Are you saying hold on? Are you saying you transfer the wound from Kit to yourself?
Yes, that's how it works.
Okay, and now you have the wound, right?
Now I have the wound. Yes.
Lovely. Okay.
That's a terrible way of healing someone.
Give me a spirit check.
I just raised my spirit too.
No, Spirit. Could you have taken on half the wounds?
Oh shit! Snake eyes.
Okay. She really is in a lot of discomfort right now. It's really obvious to you that as you feel better, she's feeling worse.
I passed out. Is it okay if I pass out?
Go right ahead. It's a role-playing game.
Bam.
And then she collapses at your feet. Something that under normal circumstances, you'd be like, date night's going better than I possibly could have imagined.
Hey. We don't roll
Um,
that way.
Okay,
Also,
I'd like to make
Bruce,
a healing check just to figure out what's wrong
it
with her,
says
because I'm
here
certainly
after
not going to notice
successful
what she did.
healing. Okay, it says after successful healing, the target will be ravenously hungry. So yeah. Okay,
Oh,
Kid is
and
at -1 fatigue until he eats.
We
okay.
got leftover
So
chili.
Kid,
Have
you
it
are
for
now
morning.
at -1 fatigue and ravenously hungry, and there's a woman who has collapsed at your feet.
Okay, I will eat her then.
Jason.
I
Okay.
say
sorry.
party members are not food, and I try
Oh,
to see what's up with the woman.
Fish are food, not friends. Yeah,
Fish
okay,
are friends,
yeah.
not food.
I wasn't
There
sure
you
what
go.
we were implying here.
Yeah, Kid, are you in any way like amazed by this situation? Because I think I would be.
I'm shocked and amazed and stunned and going, I need a cheeseburger. But what the hell happened? And popcorn sounds good too.
Yeah.
Okay,
And Pat's like, you need a what?
okay. Can I make this check, Bruce?
You're welcome to make a healing check on.
I make a
uh,
check of 3, and therefore probably fail.
okay.
What are you making a check of?
I'm trying to see why this person suddenly collapsed in
Okay.
front of me.
All right, Indira, you're
Indrani.
unconscious, so you don't notice
Indrani isn't
when.
conscious.
I keep saying that. I'm sorry.
That's
Indrani,
okay.
you're unconscious, so you don't notice when Mark comes over and pulls up your shirt and reveals the wound, but also he reveals
Anything
whatever you're wearing under your clothes. So
Just plain black bra, I guess.
okay,
Uh,
Valentina, any reaction to this?
Since since I was not nearby when that happened, I am immediately by Andrani's side. Like, what the hell happened here? Jace,
Oh,
kids.
Valentina suddenly teleports to Andrani's side.
Yeah.
Seems like
Hey, she's my little sister at this point.
Bam.
well,
I adopted her.
she was. Well, I'll honor
Um,
her sacrifice.
She seems to. Okay, so basically,
her.
Mark, all you can tell is that she's breathing, and she's unconscious.
And she exploded.
Hey, she's breathing,
she
but
has
I
a-
don't
and-
think that's the
And she
cause
has
of
a really
this.
and she has a very nasty wound on her that looks exactly like Kit's wound.
I think she got some of the acid on her.
Lovely.
Well, she
I
must
have
have
no
taken
idea what
all
she
of
was
it because
trying to
I'm
do,
fine.
but it certainly didn't
Except for I'm hungry.
do much useful.
We have leftover chili. Go eat that.
No, we already ate the chili for breakfast. We don't have any leftover
There's
chili.
a little bit left over that nobody ate. Not much.
There's some chimichangas in the fridge.
Ooh, chimichangas. Time to make the
All right.
chimichangas.
All right.
Anyway,
Does anybody have any smelling salts to maybe wake Indrani up?
Andrani, give me a vigor check.
Okay. Indrani be rolling.
They see her rolling.
4.
4. Okay. There are smelling salts in the first aid kit, Alpin, if you wish to take some and try to apply them to Andrani.
Yeah, I'll hop down, go over and try and wake her up.
Wake up.
Okay, she does not wake up until you actually apply that, and at which point she starts to stir and react to it in a very negative way.
Wake up,
Hindi.
Indrani.
She's doing
Okay,
her Arnold
what
Schwarzenegger
just
impression.
happened?
Yeah.
Give her room, Mark.
It's not her pretty face.
Who's pretty face?
Saturday night in downtown Mumbai.
Andrani's
Oh my
got her
God.
like nose all pulled up, and she's got her face twisted. Someone's shoving something horribly smelling in your face.
Alpin,
like-
Alpin. No, I'm
you can-
awake. I'm awake.
You can feel it all over your.
Ah.
It seems
Ah.
like it's permeating everything.
I move it out of the way once she's starting to become alert.
The fresh
The world
air
needs more alerts.
is like the sweetest bouquet you've ever smelled.
Alpin, did it work?
What did you try and do?
I tried to use the healing ability that Susan said I had to get
I
rid
take
of
it
the
didn't work.
acids on. No, it worked. I feel like shit. It worked.
It apparently worked
All you
because
did is
you
you got
have
acid on
the
yourself.
Yes,
you have the
yes.
acid and he doesn't.
Hmm. Well, that's how it works then. Okay.
I'm
Actually,
Not a good idea.
She doesn't have any acid. She has an injury.
She has the injury, yes.
I'm gonna grab her hand.
Oh.
Can you try and sit up?
Sure.
I'm gonna try and help her out. Can you try and sit up?
So
Okay,
how does? Okay, I'm a little bit. Pause. Out of game. How does now? So the psychic healing ability just injures the user.
Yes.
That
the
doesn't
kind
make
that
any sense.
the kind that Indrani has.
Oh. Okay.
The kind that Indrani has. It
Okay.
takes the injury from the person that she is healing
I understand that part.
onto her,
Okay.
and then she can heal it over time.
Yeah.
Is that
This is-
any? What use is that?
Well, if you took,
I mean,
like,
maybe in an
a lot of
extreme
wounds,
case.
if you took a lot of wounds and you were about to die, and someone did this and basically took some of the wound away from you, then
Right.
you might survive.
I mean, maybe in an extreme case like that, it might help, but usually it seems like it wouldn't do any good.
Well,
Right.
Good.
But
I can think of a
again,
lot of places it would be useful, Ken, but all right.
but
well, not in
again,
Ken's mind, 'cause
this
he's
is the
selfish.
first time Indrani has used it, so she is just now finding out that that's what happens.
Hmm.
That's harsh.
Huh.
She
Well,
knew
it
she could
worked.
heal.
Learning is a mixed bag.
Okay. Well, I hope my fear
Papa's got a
ability
brand
is
new
as
bag.
effective as this. Huh.
You don't want to.
Well,
you don't want to be scaring yourself.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
sorry
no,
that you
no, of course
were hurt.
not. Yeah.
No,
That's okay.
I could have just lived with it and been fine.
Well,
Now, since we're still out of character, Chuck, how long does it take for that to wear off?
That'd be the question I had. Yeah.
well,
I mean,
I can use the ability again to heal myself, but I get double wound penalties. Or I can just let it
holy
heal
hell.
naturally. And Indrani only has. I'll pull that up there for Indrani. Indrani only has, I think, does she have die 4 or die 6? Why can't I look at this? Oh, that's because that's the inaccess file, dumbass. Okay. Indrani only has die 4 healing, so he could make a guess on how long it'll take the acid wound to go away.
Well, most wounds of this kind take a week to 2 weeks to heal.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I can try to use my ability again, but it will hurt a lot. And I don't know if you've ever heard me scream, but it's fairly painful.
We just heard you scream.
Oh, it'd be much louder, much louder. Okay.
That's why they
Anyway,
make
I'll just live with it for now.
You know, when you get shot and someone uses, repair, whatever, healing on you, okay, it doesn't mean that you don't have a hole in your body. It's just been stitched together. I mean, you still have an obvious entrance wound or whatever, and so there's gonna be some long-term effects. It doesn't like magically disappear just because someone did healing on you. It just
So
means you're not
psionics isn't cure light wounds then.
Well, it is if you take the actual healing version of it.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, that's what
she
you should
took
have done.
empathy. She took empathy. No, she took empathy, which is much more useful in the ability to tell whether or not something's alive versus dead, whether something hates your guts, is about to attack you. There's a lot of things that you could do with empathy you can't do just with healing.
Right.
I gotcha.
So she took something that had some minuses, but it also was able. If you need your number one, your primary fighter up and ready to go, you might be willing to take one of their wounds.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're going to be standing back doing the,
It's
doing
a sympathetic kind of thing.
the secondary stuff. So I commend Indrani for taking something with a negative like that. So
yeah, that's cool.
All right,
Bruce
there,
out of game. I
yeah.
didn't know about. I didn't know what it would do until I used it. So yeah.
Yeah.
Now you do.
So you're the one.
I know.
You're,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the one who now has the -1 onto your decks.
Copy
and
that.
dex
Well, you
related
decided to
skills.
fuck around with it,
Okay.
and then you found out.
Yep.
Yeah. That's true.
Papo.
Pretty much.
All right.
Well.
All right. Are we done with the pile?
No, you this happened while you were like, rolling this body over, and you should be interested in seeing that it is apparently completely gutted from the inside. It looks like it's literally been just the inside has just been ripped to shreds.
Yikes.
It looks like it's been hit with a lot of cutting type of things, piercing types of things from the inside, and there appears to be a fairly large hole underneath where it was laying, which is where all that gravel that you saw came from. So basically, it just basically got cored out, laying there.
Okay. There's something underground, is what I say.
I agree.
Wow.
What edited it? Something underground edited it.
Hmm.
So.
Oh my gosh.
Let's not sleep on the ground because we'll get edited.
Okay.
All right then.
Can I shine a flashlight down in that hole and see if I see anything down there?
You certainly can, and there isn't anything in there right now. There's definitely some. It's wet on the inside, like something, like, because this thing did have some form of blood, whatever, and it was dripping down as whatever was feasting upon it was doing so. And it does seem like there is a tunnel that this thing traveled through that is under the ground. But as you can see, it looks like the thing kind of like, cut down under the ground and continued, which is why you have that furrow on either side of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's a lot more furrows.
There's a lot more of them out there.
Okay,
let's
say we get out of here.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan. Sounds good.
So, Mark, you can assume that whatever produces these squirts of really corrosive liquid that has been fired off twice now must be right underneath the skin or the hard shell, the rocky exterior of this creature, because it would have, if it had been in like some big capsule on the inside, it would have been emptied by this gutting action that you can see has happened. Just FYI.
Okay.
You can share that if you have any reason to do so. All right. So that said, anybody, you want to continue on your way, or
continue on our way?
Because it's not like there's any real.
Yeah.
There are some big rocks here and there around the landscape, and by big, about the size of your truck, but in the ground. So just like most of the places is this kind of rolling, gravelly hills, Not very.
So you mean like some actual bedrock type rocks, or
no?
Oh, or not bedrock, but
well, maybe do they look like they could be like from like volcanic rocks?
Schist.
You want to go take some samples, do some work?
Yeah, he's a science guy.
I will. I will. However, first I want to examine it with infrared. I really want to make sure this isn't a creature.
The rock you're going to go over to, the size of the vehicle?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I look at it.
It's a giant rock mouth.
All right. It's give me a science check.
That's good. 11.
Okay. Your immediate reaction is this is mesomorphic rock.
You mean metamorphic or
Metamorphic? Yeah.
Mesomorphic. It's giant.
No, I say it's metamorphic rock. That's a rock that's formed through geological processes from other rocks. It's not from a volcano or anything.
Oh, metamorphic comes from heating, right?
Yeah.
Heating up and then more.
But not like melting in a volcano.
No, not like magma.
What about meteoric?
No.
Not meteoric. That would be from space.
Yeah.
Mm.
We all know in space, no one can hear you scream.
Mm.
Is that a quote telepathically linked with?
Right.
Is that a quote? It sounds like a quote from something.
Yes, it's a quote from a movie.
Oh, okay. Alrighty.
It's an old movie.
It's an old movie.
Oh, all right.
It's from last century.
It's not Bollywood. There's no ding a ding a ding a ding a ding a ding a ding.
They don't stop in the middle and have a dance off.
Alien,
no,
Bollywood version.
That would be fun. I would love that.
Think so too. Actually, the Muppets Alien would be good.
Okay, so
anyway, I mean, maybe I take a little sample and return.
Okay. Tink. He breaks off rock.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably like scrape some. Rocks don't really break that easily unless I take like a pick or something to it.
Yeah,
you're
like
not
a rock
taking
hammer.
a pick with you? Yeah. You're not taking a hammer with you?
Okay,
it wasn't a hammer. It was a rock
I'll use
hammer.
a pick and break off a piece.
Okay. All right. Yes, you have a chunk of rock. It weighs
Well, I've got a jar of dirt.
6 pounds. 6 pound
That's a big
chunk of
chunk.
rock.
I mean, I guess it's not that big a chunk, but I was thinking more like
maybe found the fault line, man.
You're welcome to grab something smaller if you wish.
Yeah, I want to take maybe like a piece like an inch in size or so.
Yeah. Okay, so you want a piece of gravel? Well, there's lots of gravel around.
Well,
I would have got a hunk.
Is it
It
like
probably
the
looks
same
a lot
kind of
like
rock?
the rock. It probably looks a lot like the rock. So
okay, then yeah, I'll just take a little bit.
You can also take that 6 pound rock that you have and hit it more with your hammer and make it smaller rock.
Yeah,
there you go.
I mean, I would expose some of the interior instead of the weathered exterior. So yeah, I'll take a small piece after I break it.
Okay. All right.
So,
all right. So you have your 1 inch chunk of rock that you put into your baggie and put it into your pocket. Yeah. And now what, guys?
I return to the vehicle. I say, let's keep going.
Towards the light?
Sounds good.
Oh,
let's go to the light.
We set course for light.
Not that kind of light. Not
the light.
Not the light of death.
You're gonna have to wait because Kid is still eating.
Yeah, Twinkies.
Where did you find
You know they have no shelf life?
That's a myth. Twinkies last like 6 months, I think.
Mm.
It may have been it might have been 6 weeks, but it's some amount that's short enough that you'll notice.
Twinkies last up to 30 years without spoiling.
Really?
There's nothing natural.
Are these them. Like special fringe Twinkies or?
You're a fringe Twinkie.
You can get freeze dried Twinkies if you want them.
Good enough for the astronauts. Good enough for us.
They're good. They're good enough for the
Freeze-dried Twinkies and Tang.
They're good enough for the Mexican military.
Yep, and beef stew and beef stew paste.
Yeah, we don't talk about beef stew. I've eaten beef
All
stew.
right. Well,
MRE beef stew. It's gross.
Eventually, you guys get yourself together, pack away your gear. Your analysis machine, by the way, is going to take repair before you're going to be able to use it again because of the damage it's taken.
Right.
But anyway,
attempt to repair it. Do we have to be still to do that, or can I do it while people
you're
going to
have to. Well, you can fuss with it if you want to, but you might lose parts as you go banging over this not highway.
Uneven ground, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not smooth. Yep. I wouldn't do that right now.
Yeah, you might lose some of those.
Somebody see that screw?
Yeah.
Not good. Not good at all.
Ka-ting, 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 ka-ting.
All right, so traveling forward a ways more, okay. In the distance, finally, I say after about 15 miles or so, in the distance you see some what appears to be a massive garden of what looks like half-buried spheres. And by half-buried, I mean more than half.
Spheres or sphere?
Watch it. They could be creature eggs.
Spheres.
Spears.
Spheres.
Spheres, okay.
Round spheres.
I say watch it. You really don't want to break creature eggs and have some large creature come after you.
I want to use my binoculars and zoom in on them.
There was a creature that could lay an egg that big.
Okay.
I think we would have seen it by now.
Okay, Kit, are you stopping the vehicle?
I will stop the vehicle.
Okay. All right. So now, Alpin, feel free to use your binoculars.
I'm gonna climb up on top of the truck and use my binoculars and zoom in, get a look at it.
Okay.
Watch out for those spears.
Kit, why are you like this?
They look segmented. It strikes you that they might look a lot like insect eyes, and they do appear to be a perfect sphere, except that you're only seeing like the top third.
They're segment. Oh, they look kind of like roly-poly bugs. Or do you mean they look like fly eyes with all the little bubbles?
Insect eyes.
Right, fly eyes.
If somebody wants to poke this, I'm not doing it this time.
How big are they?
Okay.
How many miles out did you say we were?
Well, right now you're seeing these, I would say, definitely within a couple hundred feet. I mean, you saw them initially, probably about 1,000 feet out, and then you put on the binoculars, so now it looks like they're about 100 feet away. So, because 10 times X, kind of thing.
Right.
Oh, wow.
So, give me a notice check.
Okay. All right. The D8 exploded.
No.
So, with military binoculars, they actually have little hash marks that you can place it between, so you can estimate distance from.
17.
Okay. You're estimating these things are about 20 feet across.
Those aren't eggs.
Each of them are about 20 feet across. That's from edge to edge, and inside of it, it looks like there's about 3 foot. These are 3 foot sections that look like the cells of an eye.
You want to poke that with a stick?
It could be creatures.
I'm tempted to poke
Probably
it with a
not
stick.
eggs, but...
Or I could shoot it.
Kind of reminds me of a giant buried fly.
I'm going to shoot one of them.
Weird.
Why not? We have everything else pissed off at us. Might as well make it another one.
All right, go ahead. Roll to hit.
Don't do it.
Don't you could awaken it.
Within range of your weapon. I said you're about 1,000 feet off.
I think we should get closer.
I'm talking to Valentina, so she has to basically respond. She's pulling out a rifle, and
Correction, I'm borrowing a rifle from, I guess, whoever
Who are
has
you
one.
borrowing it from?
Who has one? I forgot.
We know that Kit has one.
It's Alpin said he had one too.
Alpin has one and Kit has one.
Hey Kit, can I borrow your rifle?
Yeah.
Does it have? Okay. Do you know the range on your weapon, Kit?
Just a sec here. I'm scrolling.
What weapon is it? Your Winchester?
Yeah.
24, 48, 96.
Oh, mine says 33, 65, 30. It's a 45-70.
Ah, okay. Mine's a Winchester 76.
33, 65, and 130. Did you say?
130. Yeah.
Okay, so that's 130 times 6. So that's it's at the edge of range, but you could try it.
Go dice, go! That is a 10 to hit.
Okay, it hits. Roll your damage.
What's Jason? What's the damage die?
38 plus 1.
Oh, 2d8. For a
Yes,
second, I
no,
heard
2d8.
6. I don't know why I heard 6.
Because you're a Spanish?
Shut up!
By the way, you barely made that roll, just so you know.
26
well, luckily
damage?
it's big.
What's that?
Sorry, 27? 27 damage?
27 points?
I forgot the plus
Yikes.
1.
All right. Okay, so that actually penetrates, and the thing explodes.
Oh, I'm glad we
Good
worked
shot.
closer.
And it's a big explosion with sparks, and it doesn't go up like a bomb. It goes up like, one of those, computer banks on old 50s movies. Big
Oh, lots of smoke and some sparks shooting out.
Sparks, big column of smoke burning. You see it catching on fire and beginning to burn, and and yeah, it's pretty nasty.
What the heck?
What?
Well, now we know we can't piss it off.
Well, we know it's not an egg, and we know it's probably not an insect. Unless it's like a bug bomb.
Probably not. Bug bomb. Well, I guess we should move closer. Then
we don't want to accidentally set one off, though.
Well, yeah, but we're not going to accomplish anything from back here.
Yeah.
Where's your sense of adventure, science guy? Come on.
He left it in his other pants.
Yeah, come on,
no,
Mark.
Sure, I do want to see what this thing is. Just don't set the other ones off.
No, no. Now that we're getting, yeah, let's refrain from exploding them as we get closer.
Okie dokie.
Lovely.
Ting-a-ling-a-ling.
Okay.
So we will proceed.
The Chiquita has attitude.
Okay.
Okay. So you proceed closer, and you see that these things are all basically identical, though they're not identically like they have the same construction, though there are slight differences in color. They all seem to be very black. They all seem to be some form of black, and there does seem to be parts. Apparently plastic parts, because the one you exploded is
all
melting.
over the damn place.
It's melting. Yeah, it's melting and burning.
Oh my
it smells
word.
like burnt plastic.
Yeah.
I get out the Geiger counter.
And it basically really collapses down upon itself.
The bubble.
Yeah.
The sphere.
It's on fire.
And I look at the
All hail the
readings on the
bubble.
Geiger counter.
The Geiger counter is showing you the same readings you've been getting all
Okay.
along. Okay. So, anyways,
I'm gonna go over and pick up a piece of the exploded bit that flew off.
okay.
If
Be
it's not on
careful.
fire, or if it is on fire, I'll rub it into the dirt, like if it has
Okay.
an edge on fire or something, just so we can see what it is. I am wearing
Well,
gloves, so
it looks like it's some form of plastic.
I mean, I'm a kid. I probably burned model kits when I was a kid, so
Yeah.
I'd have an idea what burning plastic would be like.
Well, it definitely smells like burning plastic.
Okay.
It's got some structure to the inside. You can see things that look an awful lot like they're maybe electronic traces and things like that.
Like
Does this happen to resemble like a solar panel array?
Give me a science check.
Okay.
I was gonna. How badly burning is the area that exploded? Like, can I approach it?
You could definitely approach it. The gas, the smoke from it could be toxic, but
Okay, well, I'll put on my.
It's not going up like a forest fire, like I said.
I'll climb into my enviro suit and put the helmet on then.
I have a 5 on my science check.
Okay, you're not entirely sure, but it's kind of like if you were to build a solar array designed to be in a circle, like so they could take light from all directions, then it would probably look a lot like this. It's so definitely like not the most efficient form of it, but it's definitely very low maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike your ex-wife. Yeah. I mean, it's very obvious that the ones that are around here, there's dust on them. Some of them have some markings on them, like, kind of an etching on them, like they've suffered, possibly weathering from the wind and stuff like that that's out here.
Can we find a doorway into one?
No, you don't.
Okay.
Yeah. Find a doorway into Narnia?
Oh, come on.
Mm.
However, if you go up and examine, you can see that they are, in fact, on a base of some kind.
Oh.
How close are we to the city?
What city?
You assume pretty close.
Maybe it's their power supply then.
Great.
It is.
They're going to be really mad that someone blew it up.
I'm not sorry either way.
Well, so we can't find out as we explore and look at some of these other ones. Can we determine anything about their construction or what they're used for?
Well,
one theory is a solar collector. One theory is what? Like, what else? Do we have any other ideas?
Seems to be the most likely, unless it's like a living place or something.
Well, have we checked any like magnetic readings or?
Well, I checked the Geiger counter. There's no radiation.
Is there any waveforms coming off of them, or?
I
don't know. What do you science people do? I mean, they always have things that go.
All right.
There's no radiation. Right. I'm not sure about signals. I'll check a regular radio signal.
We did detect radio signals coming from this area.
Right, but now we're closer. Maybe we got better signals.
Okay. Definitely not getting a radio signal from here. However, give me a smarts check.
Okay.
Mr. Science Guy.
Mark Watney.
As for the theories, I had initially thought it was a bug that I was going to piss off. So
7.
7. It occurs to you that if this is any kind of electrically powered device, that it has electromagnetic field around it, and you could possibly detect that with the gear that you have.
Oh, I will try to detect it then.
You definitely have a strong you don't have to make a roll for this. I mean, this is definitely a strong
Is
electromagnetic
it coming
field.
just from the broken one or from all of them?
Coming from all of them, okay? And you can actually detect a what appears to be a strong form of it that's going between them. There seems to be connections under the ground, okay, that are going from each of these big things to each other.
Guys, I think these are parts of some like bigger thing. They're connected in some way based on these readings.
Interesting.
Which really fits almost any theory we've got about them. But if they're solar arrays, certainly they would be connected.
Oh yes,
okay.
Yes, that's
Again,
true.
Make another smarts check there, science guy.
Smarty.
8.
Hey, well, because there's this thing that comes from one of them and seems to follow a path to another one, maybe you could dig it up without actually trying to break into one of these big dome things.
Okay, maybe there's
do you want to do that? You don't have
to. If there is, when you say a thing going, you mean not like a signal, you mean like a wire, right?
Like a cable.
You're getting a signal which you think might be some kind of connection between these big 20-foot wide dome things, but you're not going to know because it's not obvious on the surface.
I'm getting a signal.
You're getting an electromag signal like current produces.
I might want to dig for it, but I don't want to suddenly dig myself into a wire and electrocute myself.
We would mourn you. Do not worry.
Use one of those locator things to.
That's exactly what he's doing.
Well, then you won't hit the thing if you don't go directly into it. You could
right.
dig
Well,
near it.
I'd like to dig like near the thing, maybe expose some of it.
Okay.
Hopefully, without electrocuting myself, make sure I'm using like a shovel, like with a wooden handle or something like that.
Well, go to that voodoo, dude.
How far down?
Go do that voodoo you do.
How far down do I think it might be?
You have no idea.
Okay, I'll dig like 2 feet.
Are you going to dig on top of it, to the side? What are you doing?
I'll dig on top of it down to 2 feet. Also, once I've done so, assuming I haven't exposed it, I want to see if the signal is strong enough that I think I'm close to it.
Okay. All right. So you start digging down, and at 2 feet, you still are getting a signal. It is slightly stronger.
Well, I got something. I'll dig another, I don't know, another foot.
Okay. It's a little bit stronger, and you still haven't found anything.
It's deeper than this. Not really sure at this point.
I'm going to go on the other side of all of this and look towards where we think that city might be.
Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the destroyed one. I'm going to look at it. I'm not going to touch anything, but I want to look and see how deep down this thing goes.
Okay. Well, it's kind of covered with a mass of burning plastic, but there did seem to be some kind of thing in the middle of it give me another notice check.
Two.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
I'm gonna Benny this. Okay. That's a 3, which is no.
Strong Benny. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So still no.
Okay. Well, all right. So that you see what you see.
Unless like a 3 is enough.
No, 3 is not enough. A 4
Okay.
is the minimum in this game.
Okay, then I don't know. But do I see like maybe like a break in the shell? I can see how far down it goes.
That's what the check was for. You can't
Yeah.
tell. It's all slagged down from the burning and stuff. It's just a big mass of plastic over top of something that's in the middle. But you would you'd really want to have an environmental suit, and B, you're not quite sure how stable the ground surface would be, and anything else, because you can't see it. It's just all burning.
Yeah, I think we
Smoking.
might want to keep going on towards the city. I mean, we could dig all day around the live wires, but you know, it'll take forever, and there's plenty of ways it could be dangerous.
I tend to agree with you, Mark.
Fine then. I'm still not sorry for
Right,
blowing one of those up.
Okay. All right.
And before we get going, I'm going to take a little time to try to repair the instruments that were damaged by the acid.
Sure. Okay. All right. All right. So how are you planning on getting closer to what you think it might be a city?
I thought we're driving.
You are, but the distance between these things, I don't think your vehicle can fit between them. They seem to be
So we got to
lighter.
pass these things
They
in order
seem
to
to
get
be
to the.
exactly. They seem to be exactly far enough that the light coming down, would be missed by the other ones, but that doesn't leave a
That looks
whole lot.
like it's probably a solar array then. So I think we should drive around the edge of the area and see if maybe there's a path that is not covered with these things that we can go down. Because if it's actually a city and it's actually created by somebody, they'd probably want to have a way to get in and out of it.
Or the other alternative, Mark, is that these things were set up in this way to prevent an approaching enemy from trying to do what we're attempting.
Could be. I mean, there could be a lot of possibilities. Like there could be a underground entrance.
Or we
But
could say
first,
it.
I think we should
True.
look for the obvious, like a road area that would let us get in.
Or we could say to
If
hell
we
with
don't
it and
find
drive over
one,
'em.
then we can try other things.
Yeah.
We could
Hey,
send a patrol. Okay, go ahead.
No, you go ahead and talk. I'll
Um,
continue when you're finished.
right. We could send up a drone to get a sky view of the whole area.
Yeah, that might help if
I think
find
it
where the
will.
road is, if there is a road.
But yes,
Now
I
we
think
do know
so.
these people have things in the sky that can look at you, so the drone may not necessarily survive, but I think we should try it.
Okay. I'll get a drone out of the back.
Okay.
Okay, I get a drone out of the back and launch it.
All right. You
Yeah.
launch the drone. Okay. You get up above the height of these things, and they go up about, as they say, they're that angle probably about 10 feet, high,
Okay.
and maybe 15, whatever. Anyways, the and whatever starts getting too much of a curve. I'm not quite sure what that would be in a sphere, but anyways, you get a little higher, and you notice that beyond this, about a mile away, first of all, there's a vast array of these things. Secondly, about a mile away, there appears to be some kind of a walled structure, very large, and there also appears to be some thin posts coming up that could be aerials, could be defensive type things, hard to say, it's in the distance. And probably the most important thing is that there seems to be a large convoy of let's call them carts, because that are being pulled by these rocky creatures, and they are coming in down what looks to be a pathway from the city, if it's a city, okay, in your direction. And there appears to be some large, rather pointy-looking objects on the back of them that makes you somewhat concerned about what you're seeing. And they seem to be coming in your direction, more or less, because this pathway that they're traveling is off to your right. You hadn't seen it yet.
Why do the pointy things make him concerned?
Because they're looking an awful lot like, missiles.
Oh, that is concerning.
I would agree.
In big blocky enclosures.
Interesting.
And they're coming our direction?
Well, they're coming out this pathway to, if they continue going that way, they will eventually come to the edge of where this vast array of these domes are. But they're coming along what appears to be a pathway, and then they'll get out, and then they'll be relatively close to you at that point.
I'm thinking that
where you are,
they might have noticed that one of their things is broken.
They're sending out a repair crew,
or
they're sending
a defensive crew, because because there's a whole bunch of people that are messing around with it.
Okay.
Coming to kill us.
He was the one digging.
The killing is only one of many options, depending upon what you guys do. All right, I'm going to let you an opportunity for you to talk to each other, and I'll be right back.
Right.
That guy was the one digging.
You shot it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I just lose some dirt.
You were digging with a purpose. I shot it because I thought it was a giant egg.
Oh. If we are done casting shift blame spells.
No, not really. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay. We have to deal with whatever it is coming.
Well, hey, this is the first time we've seen anything moving even towards us other than animals.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe we
should radio again. Maybe they're communicating with the city by radio.
Maybe, or maybe we
entirely
should just
possible.
sit by and wait.
Oh, speaking of, here's your gun.
Did we ever figure out what you were speaking?
Okay.
We figured out what we were speaking before. I just don't remember what he said.
I don't remember what you said either.
It was some kind of Indian language.
That's right.
Yes, yes, it was. Awesome. It's spoken. It's spoken in the provinces in Western India.
What you eating?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I'm eating shrimp chips.
Shrimp chips?
Yeah, he went to Oriental Market.
Yeah,
we old Halloween candies.
Last year's Halloween candies or this year's Halloween candies?
Well, this year's.
Okay, well that's not that old.
Pickle chips.
Americans call them shrimp chips, but we call them prawn crackers.
How come shrimps are called prawns everywhere else but here?
Because Americans do everything strange. You call you call football soccer.
Agreed. Which is stupid.
No, it's actually called soccer in England too.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Look it up.
Football's a different sport.
Soccer is soccer. They called it soccer back in.
American
soccer
football.
is
Go ahead.
American football, but they can't. But if you look in history, they were using the phrase soccer in England a long time ago. So it's not really
American football makes no sense.
So I guess you guys have totally made good plans for what's going to happen next, right?
We have.
Uh-huh.
Extremely
I
good
wanted to
plan.
check the radio and see if there are any like radio communications between these guys in the city.
Yes, we are
I
going to offer
suggested-
markup as a sacrifice.
And I
Okay.
suggested that we should just stand by and wait and see who shows up, because this is the first life other than rock monsters that we've seen. And if they're coming this way, we could wait for them to arrive.
I agree.
True.
So anyway,
Okay.
what is this radio
Try not
show?
to be violent. I mean, yeah, okay, we broke their shit, but that happens.
Okay. All right. All right. So Mark is busy trying to find a some kind of a frequency where something's on, and he does, and then he's trying to translate it into whatever he can, and you hear this. He hears this voice that basically says, raiding party still at grid, X24Y 700.
They think we're a raiding party. We better like scram.
He says, are you prepared for resistance? And of course it says,
or maybe we should put up a white flag.
He says weapons are hot, ready to cut loose our mounts. And so, at which point they that's he says, and they're like, and you hear, you are go. And at which point, what are you guys going to do? Anything? Just keep waiting?
I think maybe we better put up a white flag if we don't want them to kill us.
Chicken.
And as assuming that it's even a cultural, widespread culturally enough that places in India have it.
My problem with this is, how are they going to see it?
When they get close enough?
And if they're shooting missiles at us, then we're kind of spooked anyway.
Yes.
Because where are we going to go?
Can we use our communications and break into theirs?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I hand you a speaker.
We are not a raiding party. We are explorers new to this world.
Alpin, are you talking into the speaker that Rick has Mark has just handed you?
No, I am talking into the mic.
Mark did.
Well, you might want to go get that because he didn't give that to you.
I'm grabbing the mic.
That's what I meant, Bruce. Come on.
People do things when they're excited. Hey, Alpin, you want this? No, I would rather use this.
Computer.
Computer. Yeah, I'll give him the microphone.
Check 1, 2, 3.
Exactly.
Oh wait, wrong thing. Check 1, 2, 3.
I had the silly thing in reverse.
Okay.
Right, Alpin.
Computer.
What are you saying?
We are not a raiding party. We're explorers new to this world.
Sorry we broke your shit.
Like they'll believe that.
Weirder things have happened.
This is a private frequency. You don't have authorization to use it. And what do you mean? You're explorers from another world.
What frequency may we use?
He says he says if you are, then put down your weapons, lay down on the ground, and we will approach you and examine you.
Ooh, they're going to examine us.
Anally, yes. No, he doesn't.
Oh my word.
We won't.
By the way, this voice sounds very unnatural. It does not sound like a male or female voice. It sounds weird.
Weapons will go down, but we ain't laying down.
We're not gonna lay down and
on the ground,
but
munchies.
we won't reach for our weapons unless we feel threatened.
This is your only chance. He says, we are prepared to take aggressive action against people that damage the city property. This is your only opportunity to surrender. He says, what you do is up to you, but if we don't see you in a non-threatening state, as I've described, well, then things will just happen as they happen.
You do know that there's things that burrow up under the ground and eat things from the inside out, right?
Yeah, you better do it fast.
I lay down on the ground.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I lay down inside the vehicle so I don't get eaten up.
I don't know, Ken. Does Mark do that?
I'll do that. I'll lay down inside the vehicle.
Okay. How about you, Valentina?
I'll kneel on the ground, but no way in hell am I laying down. So I'm kneeling on the ground.
Is this 2 knees, 1 knee? What are you doing?
2 knees.
Where are your arms?
On my lap. Like they can see me.
Oh, so you're basically gonna go crisscross applesauce. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
You know what? Sure. Crisscross applesauce.
What the hell is that?
You're gonna sit down. You're gonna sit down in a cross-legged seat on the ground.
Yeah, you know, like the style that kindergartners are taught to sit in, crisscross applesauce.
I don't remember that. That was 50 some odd years ago.
What does it have to do with applesauce?
I don't know.
It rhymes.
It rhymes. Kids love things that rhyme. Okay, how about you, Indrani?
Well, Valentina seems to have a good thing there. I will duplicate what she is doing.
Are you going to sit down Indian style?
And you do realize that's not what they told you to do, right?
Oh,
they what lay down on the ground.
They said lay down on the ground.
I will lay down on the ground. Nobody else has yet.
With your hands out.
I will lay down on the ground, my hands out.
I'm actually going to do this on the ground, just kind of sit back.
I'm going to leave my Glock in the vehicle.
So you're actually going to sit on the ground rather than lay down.
Wow. I'm going to do what they asked us to do.
My hands are fully visible.
We'll do that then.
And my hands are fully visible.
That's okay. When they kill you guys that aren't doing what they say to do, then you'll know who's to blame.
Unlike you, I don't submit that.
And that would be Valentina because she shot the thing.
No, we're offering Mark as a sacrifice. Remember? Sorry, Mark.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, Mark. Your number was up.
Okay, and Alpin, what exactly did you do?
I am going to lay down on the ground, but I am going to be holding the mic and say, okay.
I'll say you're next to the vehicle then.
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right.
Yeah,
okay. So
I didn't go a long way away from the vehicle. I just got out of the driver's seat and laid down, like they said.
Okay. All right. So they you see them approaching. There's these creatures that look an awful lot. Well, I don't know. They look like some kind of pack animal that's on traces, and they're pulling these things behind. Okay, and they get to about 100 feet away. At which point, one of them whistles, and you see these things, basically these pack animals. They're in traces. They're pulling these carts. They turn and go off to the side. All right. You see these, like, some of it looks like gun ports. Some of them look like they got spears sticking out of them. And there are creatures that are wearing metal type armor behind shields, and they are in the below the level of that thing right there, and they basically track around, and one of the gun ports fires.
At what?
At us.
Valentina.
At Valentina.
And Valentina gets hit square in the chest by something.
Cannonball.
You're not quite sure what it is, metallic of some kind. Yeah, it's about this. Yeah, it's about a good 1.5 feet across.
Holy
and it
shit.
slams into you, and it sends you flying, I'd say, another 100 feet further away.
Oh, fuck. All right.
You got crisscross turned into applesauce.
Yeah, she does a flip onto the ground and keeps flipping. This
New
thing
characters.
does. Yeah.
Yep, that was quick.
Well, I mean, they warned you.
They warned me.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said.
Yeah.
They warned me.
Y'all's got no one to blame but yourselves.
I know.
Okay, they were coming ready to fight.
I also am annoyed that Mark didn't said that they were missiles, but they weren't.
Well, there are these things that look like spears that could be missiles in a missile array. Okay,
all I know.
All right.
So all I know.
Go ahead.
They're weapons.
Yeah, but I mean, if they weren't missiles, we could have just driven away.
Would have driven away anyway.
Well, we weren't sure.
Okay,
They had missiles.
Valentina, you took 21 points of damage.
Oh dear.
How much did you actually take?
Love, laugh, toaster bath.
No.
Are you gonna try and soak any of that?
Do you have any armor?
I do have armor. My base toughness is 4, but with the armor is 6 and 8. I am so bad with toughness. I'm sorry about that.
So this would be 8. Okay.
Okay.
So therefore, the 21 turns into 13, which means you have suffered 3 wounds. You may feel free to soak.
I am definitely going to try that.
Soak the shit out of that.
Yeah.
Holy cats.
Palm olive, you're soaking in it.
Where'd that go? Hey, it rolled a 4.
Live, laugh, toaster bath.
By the way, that's at a -3.
Oh dear.
So that's a total of 12. Thank you.
Wow.
So you rolled and got a 12 after the -4?
Yes.
I'm sorry, -3.
I know what you meant. Yes.
Wow.
All right, that means you actually suffered no wounds from this.
Aha.
And now give me a spirit check.
Because it's gonna hurt like a bitch.
All I know is that if Kaitlin loses Valentina, a dragon will be invading this world in the next week.
Oh, you got that right.
What city?
7.
7. Okay. All right. So you have definitely gotten the wind knocked out of you. You're not shaken, but you are very dizzy, and you are laying very far away. And the only thing you heard was a snap sound, like somebody had snapped a very, a rubber band and right into something resinous, like a piece of, like a cup or a piece of metal right next to your ear, and bam, you went flying off.
I'm still
At which point, somebody with a megaphone, well, actually not a megaphone, a broadcast of some kind says, "Is there anybody else who's hard of hearing?"
What?
You don't joke with these guys.
Well, who else isn't laying down? Because I thought a lot of people weren't laying down.
Well, I was
No,
laying
that was just
down, but
me.
I was inside the vehicle because I didn't want to get eaten by creatures.
Everybody else is actually laying down. She was the
Yes.
only one who was actually up.
We wish to parlay.
I thought Biryani was.
So do we. Send forth your representative. Nobody else move.
Okay, who do we want to represent?
Well, we can't rock, paper, scissors because we're not allowed to move. Who do we elect as representative?
Me.
I vote we re-elect the Indian
You're
woman.
within earshot of each other, so you can't
I
have
know.
those.
That's what I'm
diplomacy
saying.
here.
I'm saying
You're 100 feet
streetwise.
away from these people, so therefore they're probably not going to hear you unless they got a parabolic mic on you.
who has the best
Okay.
negotiation or
Indrani stands up.
Yeah, I vote the 18-year-old Indian girl.
With no skills.
She's very friendly. Okay. I stand up.
Our representative is coming towards you now.
All right.
Okay. Is there a guy with a megaphone? Is there a guy standing outside? Is there a guy inside a vehicle? Who's talking to us?
As you get closer, you can see that there is some kind of wheeled vehicle. Okay. That has, and the wheels are actually round. I mean, like spheres.
The wheels go round and round.
Okay.
Interesting.
And so that like it can move in many directions, but it obviously has a harness.
Like a mouse or like a computer mouse?
Yes.
No.
Interesting.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, old type computer mouse that had the ball inside of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the ball that was inside of it. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Anyways, there's obviously a thing in the front, like a tongue that they could, that the beast of burden that were pulling this thing up, pulled it up. All right. Otherwise, you've got these things that they say it's some kind of thing at the front. It's like a block. Okay, in the front of it, on the upper level, they have they've got these spear-like objects sticking out. Okay, on the lower level, they have these holes that one of which spat this thing out and hit Valentina, and
he's got a hawk dude.
And below that are, like I said, these people wearing some kind of mixed armor with these big metal shields in front. So it's kind of like a shield wall with artillery behind.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so there's okay. Let me just make a quick roll here for there's about 30 individuals visible. If you go by individual shields, there's about 30 people out here. They're obviously not taking any chances with you guys.
Indrani thinks this might be a challenge for Team 6.
9.
Nope. I have some ideas.
Okay, so
I've formulated some things in my head.
Hopefully, it's not going to be too much of a challenge for Team 9, so that's the one who's here.
Hopefully not. Yeah. All right. I would like to parlay with your representative, please.
Right. So, as you approach.
I walk forward.
Okay. So you get about 10 feet away.
Okay.
And this front rank basically moves up and does a kind of a pincer action around you. And you can look to the left and the right. You can see that there are these creatures that are kind of like humans. They've got 4 arms and which have weapons. All of them have weapons. Two of them are basically they're having 2 arms holding this shield, and then it has 2 legs that are not bigger than humans shaped. I mean, they're like, and they're kind of, their body shape is kind of grills, so big hips, big pelvis kind of things, and they're covered over by this strips of metal and something that's either plastic or hide, okay, and a helmet that comes down all the way over down onto this. It doesn't, like, there's no neck showing. They may or may not have necks. Okay, so anyways, and they are like looking forward, and behind them, there's a guy standing there who wearing similar armor, except he's just standing there with 2 sets of arms over top of each other. But you can see that he has some kind of a some kind of a weapon in one hand.
Right.
But it's like this, okay? And he's looking at you. You're assuming, it's kind of hard to see inside that helmet. And
okay.
you can definitely see motion going in there, so there's something inside. And he
Okay.
says, we think you're raiders. You claim to be explorers from another world. Is this just a distraction? While you move on us from another direction?
Okay, before Indrani says anything, she uses her empathy ability.
Okay, make your roll.
Okay. All right. C6. 5.
5. Okay. He's in a highly emotional state. Speaking relatively, highly emotional state, and is, but mostly what you're getting is curiosity.
Oh, that's good. That's a good thing then.
Okay. He's not angry, he's not fearful at this point.
Sure.
But he's very excited in the sense that, he's in the middle of something that could instantly turn into a combat.
Sure. My name is Indrani. What is your name?
My name is Kremlin.
Kremlin.
I am the leader of this division.
I solemnly assure you, Kremlin, you have nothing to fear from us. We are an exploration team. We are visiting your world and would like to know more about it. You have nothing to fear from us.
Where is this other world you claim to be from?
That's a long story. If we would go somewhere safer, we'd be happy to explain it. But
in the beginning, there was darkness.
Yeah, it is. Yes.
He says, well, that would be preferable for everyone, but first I must ascertain that you are not a threat to the city or my subordinates, my fighters.
Your troops appear powerful and well trained. There is no way we could.
We have been attacked before.
Oh.
By what?
He's about. He says, the lands to the immediate east are very dangerous. There are many almost dead that live there, and sometimes they seek the flesh of the living.
That sounds perfectly. That sounds perfectly frightful, and I can see why you are so cautious.
Mm-hmm. There's also renegades, raiders that travel these lands who are more scavengers than anything else, which of course is why which is what we think you are, since you destroyed one of our electricity producing nodes.
It was an honest mistake, and we apologize for any inconvenience that you are going through at the moment.
Oh, you will have to do more than that. You will have to provide recompense. Do you have anything that is valuable that you could be used for recompense to pay?
I guess it would depend on what you consider.
Sorry, valuable. You're not. As far as I.
Oh, that's true.
You can talk to her, but you can't talk to them because, as far as I know, you're not doing that.
Different cultures have different ideas of what is valuable. We would need to know what you consider valuable. You seem to have everything you need here. But we would be more than happy to provide recompense.
It is good. It is good that you state that. Many raiders would laugh at that offer.
My father always said that honesty is the best policy.
I thought he said a good offense or a good defense was a good offense.
No. Out of game, Indrani's a pacifist. He doesn't shoot until she's shot at, so. But you already knew that. You already knew that.
He says,
okay, very good.
Do you worship any particular faith?
Well, my father worshipped a single deity, but my mother worshipped multiple deities.
Is there a name for your God?
Yahweh, Jehovah.
I'm
Ganesh.
Yeah, that name doesn't translate. It's not in their language.
Okay.
It's not. It's when you say it, you realize you're saying a word that's not in their language.
His name translates to "I am who am."
It's an identity statement.
There is
I am I.
Oh, he's Rastafarian. I am I. Which one do you worship then? He just asked you a question, so.
Okay.
Don't get caught up in a.
I'm trying not to. Yeah.
Conundrum here.
Anyway, if you would escort us to your base, we can continue this conversation. I think that would be wise.
We'd like to see the manager, please.
Mm-hmm. He says. Okay.
Karen's
all right. So, all right. He says, well, hold on. He says, sir, has there been any sightings in any other direction of a group like this? And the answer says negative. Group appears to be alone. He says, all right. He says, do I have permission to neutralize any threat and return and bring them into the city for questioning? And he said and there's a pause. So apparently people are conferring with each other. He says, you have permission. He says, very well. He looks at you and he says, you may retrieve your dead. He says, assuming that there is no reason to confine you. You will be allowed to perform any necessary acts of burial.
You are most generous.
So he says, I am giving you conditional access to our city, but you are for now in our custody. No weapons can be brought into the city, and your vehicle will have to be left outside the city.
I understand.
Okay, you will be searched.
Very
And
well.
finally, do you have a name for your race?
Human.
Human. Interesting.
Is there a word for human, or
there is no word for human?
Here's my question. So we look. I was gonna. I when they allow us to get up, I ask. Well, never mind. I'll over the radio. I'll say to her, "Do we look like raiders that you normally would fight?" I'm like trying to figure out if they'd ever seen.
Indrani self-vocalizes back. I don't have the balls to say something like that.
Okay.
Hey, you can just hear Valentina cackling over the
Annika would, but not Indrani. Annika would say something like that. Not Indrani doesn't.
I'm just wondering if they've ever seen anybody like us before. So
I don't know.
Do you accept our terms of and surrender?
On behalf of our team, I do. Allow me to return to my compatriots.
Therefore, you are under our protection until such times as you violate those terms.
We understand.
It's important that you do.
All right.
Adventurer's log. Met new civilization. Immediately surrendered. What are we, French?
Angelica would be offended by that.
I nod to dude and walk back to the party.
Well, when you do that, like I said, the half of the first, so in other words, 15 of these soldiers, basically they peel off from the outside, because he gives orders. They peel off from the outside, leaving the center still there, protecting him.
Okay.
And and they basically follow you back toward them with with each of them carrying, like I said, they've got a shield. They have a weapon, but they also have 2 additional arms that apparently they can use for other things.
What kind of weapon do they have?
The weapon, it's a blocky, large weapon that apparently has has an orifice on one end, and it has some kind of a clip on it. All right, like maybe a box clip, something like that. And it seems to have a well, you'll notice it seems to have a finger push trigger on the side. Basically, there's a button on the side that they've got their, and a grip that they have their hands around. Anyways, so they basically are following her back, and they go over to each of you, and they look down at you, and they say, kneel down, and they say, your emissary has surrendered for your group. He says, do not resist, and you will be protected.
Okay, we're laying down, and they want us to kneel down?
No, he didn't say kneel. He says, do not resist, and you will be protected. He basically, these people are saying essentially to each one of you the equivalent. It's not word for word,
Right. Okay.
Telling you that you are in a state of surrender according to your emissary, and therefore you need, and this is, and that you are to be protected, but you must submit to what I'm going to do right now, which is basically starts. One of the arms comes out and starts, from behind the shield. He basically tilts the shield over, and this arm slides out and starts patting you down, looking for things that could be weapons. And if he finds these weapons, he basically takes them and he tosses them away. Okay, Do any of you guys have grenades on you?
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh wait, they think I'm dead.
That's
Never
not
mind.
that's not a problem. No, you're 100 feet away.
Yeah, like I said, they think I'm dead.
They think it's pretty obvious. They think you're dead.
Mhm.
I don't know what you've been doing for the last minute or so, other than just laying there, doing death throws.
Playing dead.
Yeah.
Playing dead.
Talking
Okay.
to talking to Indrani over comms.
Yeah, and you can talk. Yeah, and you can talk on your comms to the rest of the team.
I was
Like,
playing
hey,
dead.
I'm not actually dead. All right. So, anyways, they go over. They do that. They come over. They fumble at the door and figure out how to make the door open. They open the door. They see you, Mark, inside. What do you do?
They disintegrate him.
Can I get up?
Mark uses Fenway's martial arts.
They grab. Basically, they say the same thing. They grab you and they drag you out of the car because you're already prone, and they basically drop you onto the ground. At which point they say, he says, you are in a state of surrender. You must, you must submit to examination.
Throw him to the ground,
I let them examine me, and no, I don't have any grenades.
Well, you didn't have to do a face plant. You could, you actually can put your hands down.
I didn't do any face plants.
I'm telling you, you don't. Just because he pulls you out doesn't mean you did a face plant onto the ground. Okay, I mean, I'm sure that you had one hand, at least free to go and break your fall and such. But anyway, so he pats you out. Like I said, anything that's either a pistol or a knife or something that looks electronic and bulky, he's going to pull away and throw away from you.
Well, I got a pistol.
Will we be able to get those back?
He's going to. You can ask that question later.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's going to get that and you throw that away. Okay, I understand things. So he basically figures out, that you don't have anything else on you. Obviously, okay, you could have stuff under your armor, but anything that looks big, if you had a backpack, they would pull that off and throw that away. So anyways, it's like, okay. So Alpin, are you going to ask that question?
Yes.
He says, your equipment, other than what is currently on your person, okay, will be placed inside of your vehicle, and it will be pulled to outside of the city, and it will remain there under guard. It will be protected. You need not worry about any of your gear. As long as you can continue to abide by the terms of surrender, you and your gear will be protected.
Very well.
So anyways, all right. So that's they do that, okay, and once they're sure that you don't have anything obvious, they're going to basically say, all right, stand up and move over there, and stand together.
Okay.
Okay.
So you can be escorted.
All right, I will be right back.
You mean you or your character?
Me.
Okay. Just wondered.
His character just wanders off into the desert.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I've seen it happen.
Hey,
okay,
we would like to retrieve our compatriot.
Oh, they said we could.
Yeah. So, anyways, they go and they start taking the stuff that was laying there, and they basically just go and they start tossing it inside the vehicle or inside. If this is a cab over, they're just going to toss it through the open door inside the vehicle. Okay, and then they, at which point they call one of them basically. Since you're not, you see somebody coming up, pulling a couple, basically leading a couple of animals, and they go and they take those animals over and they basically tie them using their traces onto your vehicles. I don't know if they put it around your bumper or whether they put a hook inside the under part of your vehicle somewhere. So obviously they're going to tow your vehicle using these animals. Okay?
So can I stand up, or I'm in that group and I hold up my hands and I say, I'm going to go get our fallen comrade. You okay with that?
You are going to carry your fallen comrade?
Well, I was going to throw her in the truck, a body in the truck. Is that okay?
Would you like us to throw her in?
You should check and see if
do it.
you
It's
should
fine.
check and see if she's okay. I mean,
first we have. He says you may retrieve her, but first we must examine her and remove any weapons that she might have.
We should check and see if she's okay. People have survived. In one case, a fall from an airplane. So
you're
gotta make sure.
You think you're.
I don't know.
We
gotta check.
Your comrade is still alive.
It's our responsibility to determine.
All right.
This.
Do you have those kinds of skills?
Thanks for ruining
it depends
my plan,
on how
Ken.
injured she is. I mean, we can certainly check like heartbeat.
Are you offering to do that?
Sure. I'll check for heartbeat.
All right, come with us. And so, like I say, 3 of them basically, walk around near. One's directly behind you, and 2 are on either side, and they let you go forward. Okay, and they walk up to you, Valentina.
Lovely.
Are you okay? It looks like you landed in a pile of stuff. So.
Bold of you to assume
One of them turns to you and says, "Are you communicating in some fashion with this comrade laying on the ground here?"
What? I'm talking as in talking.
You're talking like you're talking to a person. We're too far away for
I thought
we
were there already. Never mind.
Not yet.
So my plan was I was going to pick her up, pretend she was dead, and put her in the truck so she had access to all the gear. But you know,
so what? It didn't work out.
Thanks
for somebody interrupted me. Yeah.
So Ken, I'm sorry, Mark. All right. So they stop you before you get there, and one of them basically just puts his hand on your shoulder, says, "Just wait here." And 2 of them go up and they basically start examining you, Valentina. They're basically pulling off your weapons, any gear you might have that, like I said, it's either something that looks like a gun, something that looks like a knife, or a bomb, something that looks like a backpack or a fanny pack of some kind, or anything like that you might have on you, other than just your body armor, your suit, gloves, a helmet if you had it on. Okay. Anything like that? Is there anything I should be aware of?
No.
Are you going to react to them doing this? Are you going to continue to play dead?
I'm continuing to play dead because I want to see how that plays out.
Okay.
Oh, very good.
All right. Well, they do that. They grab all that stuff and then they walk it away from you. At which point the guy says, "Okay, go see if she's alive."
Okay, I'm going to take her pulse.
She doesn't look alive.
Unless I roll 2 1s, I'm going to conclude that she's alive, probably.
And by the way, they don't use her and him. It says it looks alive.
Okay, well, I rolled a 2, so I don't know if I messed up that badly. And
she appears to be unconscious.
I think she's unconscious, but she's got a pulse.
Okay, well, pick her up.
I pick her up. I mean,
I am small.
Not a strong character, but I'll try to pick her up.
I was gonna say,
I think part of your training with IDET would have been to learn how to do a basic fireman's character.
Yeah, I'll do what I can to pick her up.
Oh, it shouldn't be that difficult. I'm all of 102 pounds.
Oh, okay, then yeah, I will.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
All right, so you see that the party of 3 has gone down there, 4 if you include Mark, has gone down there and has 2 of them have basically searched her body. She's remained immobile the entire time. They've taken the gear away. Mark has gone down and did some stuff, touched her around her neck and her hand, and then conferred with the other soldier that was there, And then he basically picks her up and puts her over his shoulder to fireman's carry. And they're now coming back this way with her gear being carried by two of the soldiers. And at which point he leads them over to your group, Mark, the group, and they take her gear and they toss it inside the vehicle. Now, by the way, is this vehicle still running?
No.
Okay.
We parked it, I assume.
I don't know.
I don't know if it has to stay on when parked. Probably not.
There was some talk about fleeing the area, and I thought maybe somebody had turned it on. Okay, so it's sitting.
I had turned it off before I got out of it. So.
All right. So they basically, at which point they say, all right, if you will now. Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, they were speaking.
All right. At which point they says, all right, we're going to now return to the city. Please do not feel alarmed by the actions of our assault wagon. And at which point the thing basically suddenly moves on its own, sideways and backwards, and starts pulling away from you without anybody pulling it. So apparently the pulling forward was for whatever reason they decided to do that. It has the ability to move on its own. And at which point they start moving forward, and they try to pull your vehicle, and it's kind of hard to pull. At which point they go and start bringing up some more of those animals to hook into the traces. To pull it.
Is there any sign that they have any sort of like engine at all, or is their vehicle entirely animal pulled and nothing else?
I'm sorry you didn't understand what I said. It's on those big round wheels, and they are moving, without the animals being attached to them.
Okay.
They use some of their animals to attach to your truck, and they started pulling it, but the truck, being that it was parked, it's I'm assuming it's parked in park gear, and they're pulling it, and it's being somewhat difficult to move.
I say, do you want me to take the truck out of parking gear?
They look at you, and someone says, that your statement is confusing.
So you can pull it.
We can pull it just fine.
Yeah, you can pull it easier if it's not parked.
Pulling it that way will harm the vehicle.
What are you suggesting?
That I take it out of park so you can pull it. I'll put it in neutral.
You have some means of adjusting your vehicle so that it's easier to pull?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, very well.
Our driver over here, and I point to Kit.
Yeah, tell everybody's roles. Go ahead. Yeah. So all right, okay. He says, well, he looks at the guy looks at you, Mark, and says, do you know how to put this thing into neutral, or do you need should the driver be the one doing that?
It's just like pulling the whatever you call the lever that moves us from park to neutral, but it'd probably be best for the driver to do it because he's in the right position, but I could do it from the side.
He's not in any position. He's over there with you in a group. Okay. He says, that's
well,
fine.
I say, yes, I could do it.
I've heard enough. You're not confident in what you can do, and we'll have the driver do it. You, who has been identified as a driver, can you place this vehicle in a easier towed state?
Yes.
Please accompany these soldiers and do so. Okay. Please be aware that they will be watching your every move. And you are in a state of surrender.
I understand that.
Please remain under our protection.
Please remain under our protection. That's funny.
Oh.
For an alien culture, you should.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're going to say a lot of funny things forward that.
All right, so I go over, my hands up, reach in, got to kind of put one foot into the wheel well or into the driver's well while the other one's still outside of the vehicle. Push the brake down, turn the key, move the gear shifter to N.
Okay.
Take
I'm
the
not
foot
sure why
off
you
the
have to
brake.
do all that, but okay.
Well, because the gear shift won't move if you don't have your brake engaged.
Yeah,
That
in newer vehicles.
Okay.
In a lot of newer
you
vehicles.
I mean, my car you don't have to, but then again,
really?
I got buttons. So
I've been in cars where you had to put the brake on in order for you to push it into park, but not to pull it from park into neutral. But whatever, if that's what you say it needs, you can go ahead and do that.
I mean, yeah, we haven't discussed whether or not it was a manual or an automatic. So, I'm guessing it's an automatic.
You're basically telling me what it is by what your description. So go right ahead.
Okay. Anyway.
All right. So you do that. You pull it into neutral. The car, the truck starts like, I don't know. At this point, it's trying either rolls forward or backwards, whatever, because it's not level ground.
Right.
And at which point, the animals skitter a little bit, but they pull it taut. The guy who's in the front of it leading them pulls it taut, and it's fine. He says very good. Yeah. He says the animals appreciate you reducing their labor.
Don't forget, somebody has to steer.
Now, you can say whatever you want to. They're like, okay, so they're ready.
Now, I explained to the guy.
Yeah,
I explained to the guy running the animals that now these front wheels will turn, and the back wheels will roll. No, I mean they'll turn this way.
So,
well, you'll figure it out, I guess.
Okay. He looks at me. He says, I don't understand why your vehicle has such inefficient turning mechanisms, but
that's because that's what we have.
You do you. I guess that's why you're alien explorers.
Right.
So, all right. So they'll lead you back to the group, and then they say, all right, let's move along. And they'll say this vehicle, like I said, is moving on its own on those wheels. So, it can basically adjust and slide right, slide left. It basically starts going in reverse, essentially, leading the way with the weapons pointed at you.
Are we walking?
You're walking, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's only a mile.
I wasn't sure if we were walking or if they were, making us sit in the back with, their weapons pointed at us or whatever.
Nope. Okay. You and the soldiers are walking together. Okay. And the vehicle is leading the group. Okay. And at the end, they're pulling your truck.
Okay.
All right.
I look at one of the soldiers as we're walking along. I have a question for you. We ran into these little bitty multi-legged things that you can only see with infrared. What are those?
They are a common they're a common animal. They feed off of any source of electricity they can find, usually parasitically, and otherwise they make their own.
Are they a naturally occurring creature?
He looks at you. He says, "What else would they be?"
Biologically engineered.
Did they not eat your energy collectors?
Oh, they're too thick.
I mean, how do they not cling to them?
Oh, they do, but they lose interest because and they're also, they since they can't get any off of it, they go somewhere else. And we've also salted the area for about a quarter-mile round, so they don't like that.
Salted?
Yeah, salt.
Oh.
They don't like salt.
I think we kind of figured that one out.
Yeah, because when you remember when
Yeah.
you're speaking of the GM, back when you were camped, you noticed that there weren't
Yeah.
any of those critters around. Yeah, next to the salty ground, next to the pool. Yeah.
Now we also ran into like a rock creature that fed on them.
Yeah. Well, there's lots of things that eat other things out here.
The rock mouth.
And there are crystals that grow with water and get harmed with salt.
Yeah,
My face still
which
hurts
seems
that
to
one.
match a story that I heard.
Yeah, the great the Salty Spire Mountain Range. Yes, to the west.
Yes.
And
a strange glowing river.
Strange glowing river.
Okay, at night, there are streaks in the sky. Are those satellites? Are they, flying insects? What are they? Is there a word for satellite?
There is no word for satellite.
Oh.
However, they say the great heavenly the great heavenly rivers.
Oh.
This stream from horizon to horizon. Sometimes a fish will jump, so high that it actually falls to earth.
A fish?
Yes, fish that, a creature that lives in the heavenly rivers.
And did they call this Earth?
To the ground.
Okay.
What is the name of your people?
We are the name of our people. We are the Reamnents.
The Reamnents.
Yes, we were once a great people that covered the entire planet, and then the troubles came.
Not so great people.
There are stories.
Have you ever seen people like us around?
No.
Humans?
Is that what you are?
Yes.
Human. Yes, we are.
But
human.
You have seen other species of people, though. Like, what are they? What species have you seen?
What are you talking about? What do you mean species?
Other kinds of people.
What people? Do you mean people I can talk to?
People that are not remnants and they're not humans either.
Do you mean the dead to the east?
No, you can't talk to them, or at least they don't talk back.
Oh, they talk.
There are dead people who talk?
Yes, they talk.
You mean zombies? You have real zombies here?
They say, I hunger. Says, come closer. I've got a cookie in my pocket.
Brownies are better.
Vampires?
One of the other guys goes and baps him and says, stop teasing. Stop teasing the newcomers.
Are there words in the language for either zombies or vampires?
No, they don't have. Vampire, yes. Zombie, no. And there actually is a word for cookie.
Oh, cute.
Awesome. Yay.
There's cookie in every language.
Brownies are better.
Brownies, the food, or brownies, the little, creatures?
Yes.
They're both very tasty.
Are they made
Why
with
would
real
you want the
brownies?
Fae? Oh,
Because they enjoy it.
You know, you never gave them the opportunity to reciprocate on almost Camelot.
Oh,
true.
Actually. Speaking of, Mark, I think you can put me down now.
Oh, you're okay? I thought you were unconscious.
No, never was.
She's been talking in your ear.
Oh, okay.
I have.
Then yeah, I'll put her down.
You didn't hear that conversation?
No, I just didn't think about that in this context.
See, this is what happens when you guys don't
read chat.
Don't talk in character whenever you're playing the game.
I say so. Ignoring any vampire jokes, are there other kinds of people around here?
Oh, you mean besides besides the hungry dead?
But
yes.
Are you serious about the hungry dead? I thought you were joking.
No, they're you don't want to go there.
So they're zombies?
What?
There's no word for zombie. We just covered that.
It's
Are
a
they
word we
truly
have which
dead?
means a kind of hungry dead.
Well then I guess yes. Since they're a kind of hungry dead, I guess yes, we have zombies. Strange
okay,
word.
so you're so like it's aside from zombies and aside from like you remnants and us humans, like have you run into other people?
Circular conversation here.
It sounded like
he says,
before,
are you perhaps thinking of the guardian of the dead city?
I have no idea. I know when you were originally coming out towards us, you thought we were raiders. Are raiders a different species?
No. Then you, yes. Then us, no.
Oh. So there's another group of you guys out there.
There's quite a few different groups.
It is their planet, so.
There could be other things on this planet. You don't know that. Shush it.
That's why you were asking.
Okay, so, well, tell us about the hungry dead then. Like, do they like come out at night? Like, are there things you can do to kill them? More specifically than just a lot of damage, or
they you can't kill them. You can only incapacitate them, and then that only lasts for a while. But they live in their area, and they do not come outside of that. So only the unwise seek to go between them. But there are those who do it for sport.
Can you kill them by shooting them in the head?
Well, I just told you that they can't be killed. They can only be disabled.
Okay.
So if you shoot them in the head,
but they recover from that?
They may or may not go down, but if they do, then sometime later they get back up. Unless, of course, you drag their bodies away from where they live, in which case they never get back up.
Oh, okay. So it's not just that they're undead; it's that these area makes them be like that, and if you take them out of the area, you can't hurt them. Then, if you take them out of the area, do they just collapse, or do you still have to destroy them?
Well, they stop moving.
Oh, that's so they collapse.
No one's ever returned them to their place to see if they suddenly come back.
So you got a place that makes.
I would not be surprised if they did.
So you got a place that makes zombies that we probably want to avoid. Okay.
Well, I don't know. I have
Is
no
that
idea if you'll ever
is
get there.
is that the big bright light area over here, or is it the little dim light over there?
He doesn't
Which
know what you're talking about.
which direction are the hungry zombies at, or the hungry
That way,
dead at?
he's pointing to the east.
To the east. And what was to the east? What did we see? Anything to the
You've
east?
never been there.
Well, we got
You've
some
been to,
idea of what
you've
was
been
different
to, you've been
directions.
to the southeast. Actually, you went a little bit to the southeast where all those you found all those depressions.
Oh, that's the direction. Okay, that's what I meant.
Okay. I mean, you can point in different directions, and
I point towards to where the depression. I'll ask him about the depressions. Do you know anything of this? And it's like these areas that have all these dimples in it, and
yeah. Oh, long time ago. Remember I mentioned that fish jump from the rivers in the sky?
yeah.
Well, some of them were really big fish, and they came crashing down onto the world and did a lot of damage. A lot of people died.
Long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Pretty much.
Galaxy far, far Fignugan. Interesting.
Interesting indeed.
And these fish, were they like giant flaming fish coming from the sky?
They were, I recall, they were flaming when they landed. So I assume they were flaming when they were in the heavenly rivers.
And where did they go after they came from the
They didn't
sky?
go anywhere. They burst into huge balls of light and explosions, and many people died.
Meteors. Okay.
Meteor than what?
Than your regular fish.
No, they're the only fish we know of. I know of. The only fish. Maybe there's other fish. I don't know.
There's other fish in the sea.
There's always a bigger fish.
Fish, food of the sea.
What about the creatures that go and sit in the hot pot in near the geyser that swarm to the geysers? What can you tell us of them?
They just sound like an animal to me.
Oh, you've never witnessed these?
I'm a guard here at the city. I don't go traveling about the waste. The only time we ever travel outside the city is when we are protecting a caravan from the mines, or we are fighting against groups of raiders who are trying to destroy our way of life.
What do you mine?
Minerals. Important things that are required for our city and ourselves to thrive. As to the west, there's a big mine to the west. Have you not seen it in your explorations?
We have not.
No.
It's very impressive.
We came from that way, and I pointed the direction we came from.
South.
Which is basically south. If you pointed in the right direction, south. South, you come from the place of madness. Do you?
The place of
I
what?
don't know if it's so far south that that's what it is, but
the place with the glowing masses and rivers between them, and the red rivers.
Yeah, we tried to avoid those. They seem sort of dangerous.
Yes, to go there is to go mad. No one goes there. It is a barren place.
I like bears.
We are taught that place is where evil people go to be eternally tormented in the afterlife.
Interesting.
Their spirit, that which leaves the body when it ceases to function. Do you have such concepts in your faith?
Honestly, I'm not very religious. I've heard of
Some do.
such things.
Some believe that you just become a new creature on the earth.
Well, hopefully you would become a truly new creature instead of just perpetuating the evil that you have exacted against others.
Depends.
Doesn't seem to be much justice in that. I don't like that.
Some of the beliefs believe that you come back as a bug or a bird or some critter or maybe another person.
Curious. Why?
That's just what they believe.
But why?
Because Indrani steps in because it's the way it is.
Things by their parents, who were taught things by their parents, and so on.
But should you not, should you not go to a good place or a bad place based upon your life? Is that not the fair and just result of one's life? Why?
I believe that is.
Some people believe that the reincarnation, you keep coming back until you get it right.
Or you continue to get it wrong.
Correct.
Okay, that sounds like a bad thing with more steps.
Strange. All right.
The leader comes over. He says, "This is a talkative one. This soldier. He says, I'm not surprised he sidled up to you. He fills he fills our heads with all kinds of crazy notions. And so if he's annoying you, you don't have to listen to it. We can reassign him to some other detail here.
He's not annoying us.
We'd rather have someone talk to us rather than us talk to ourselves.
You don't like talking to each other?
Oh, we do. It's just I'm pretty sure at some point we drive ourselves mad just trying to figure out exactly what this world is. So my business, somebody who's here.
And the guy says, "Are you sure that hasn't already happened?"
Our business really is exploring, and we need to learn about the place we are. And you're the first people we've run across who we can talk to, and the first people, period, really.
He says, "Well, I've never met anyone who looks like you, so therefore, I suspect that you are telling the truth."
Well,
only because of that. If you looked like us, then I would suspect you're actually raiders, who are trying to get access to the inside of our city. But you look so different and are obviously so, unless you
stupid.
So I suspect that you are telling the truth, at least some part of truth. So. And he reaches over and he grabs you on the shoulder and he gives you a squeeze. It's really strong. And he says, "But I like you, strange person." He says, you it's you. He says, I wish you well.
Well, if you're lucky, maybe I'll introduce you to his sister.
The word sister, by the way, does not have any translation to these people.
Really?
Sibling?
Yeah. Sibling, yes.
So I guess they don't have genders here.
Yeah, that's probably true. because they didn't say her, they said it.
It.
Well,
All
did they
right,
have
so
do they have a him her in their language or no?
no.
Okay.
But didn't we learn that it's like some kind of Indian language, so like some language that exists on?
But it may not be exactly the same.
Correct.
Yes, you found out it's some kind of Indian language, but that doesn't. That there are a lot of people who believe that on alternate Earths there are just strange parallels that happen. But they're definitely missing a lot of words that you're used to. Okay, so they are and sorry you get to the city walls, and which are a combination of metal and masonry. I mean, it's very impressive architecture. The walls are at least 50 foot tall, and they and you can see that there are. Well, okay. I guess you can't really see anything on the outside. The outside is very defensive in the sense that it's a wall and there's these other things that are out there. But so they says come in, says so enter into the city. May your actions keep you from harm, and we no matter what, we will protect you.
Okay. We are officially into the city.
And you are led into the city. The walls
Okay.
appear to be at least 50 foot thick. They are massive walls, and
These guys can build.
Yeah, and and as you go through these doors, you see another one of these carts. Okay, also that doesn't have any animals pulling it. It just rolls out, and on the back of it, there's piles, all kinds of things that look an awful lot like those eyes kind of structures that were on the original things. So it looks an awful lot like they're bringing out a replacement for the one you destroyed.
All right then.
All right.
And they are heading out. These people are wearing what doesn't look like the heavy armor that these other guys are wearing, and they like I said, they do have 4 arms and 2 thick legs, but these look considerable. They look they're much more. You can see their faces, and their faces are completely alien looking to you. They're so they have the bilateral symmetry. They're wearing some hats against the hot sun. They look like they have, perhaps a little bit of chitin on the outside, like a lacquering on the outside of their bodies. But they, they're moving on this vehicle. They're using it like a joystick kind of thing. And there seems to be a large object that's probably the motive force somehow to it, and or at least some kind of power source to it. You're guessing, and then the area of and something that looks like a crane, basically, that's sticking up from the end of it. Looks like it snaps up into position and does a crane thing. Like I said, it's a work vehicle. It's a big work vehicle, about maybe 40 foot long, about 20 foot wide, with these big 4. Actually, this thing has 6 wheels on it. So, but like I said, they easily shift around you guys and just go rolling on down the same pathway. And and the pathway is only wide enough for one of this big war cart, and maybe some soldiers. It's not wide enough for both of them. So obviously they don't get a lot of commerce in the sense of people coming and going like that. So it's a fairly controlled access to the city. So Like I said,
So
they do
I
claim that
ask
they
him,
have attacks by raiders and things like that.
what powers the cart,
Electricity.
and did you design these carts?
Who, me personally? I'm a soldier.
No, your people.
Well, of course we did.
Your your wheel, if you would call it that, is interesting and unique. I've never seen a vehicle with a sphere to move it.
Hmm. Well, considering you used those, uh, you perched your vehicle on top of those narrow wheels, I can understand why that would be surprising. They're very maneuverable. We much prefer them
Yes, I can see their
over.
benefit.
I mean, we don't prefer them over anything else because this is the best design we have, so therefore we all use it. But yeah,
They seem very efficient.
they are. I assume that's true. The artist, the the power artisans are very skilled. They have they have passed on their knowledge from generation to generation, making them better and better. Of course, it's not equal to the times in the past when things flew through the sky and all kinds of other things happened, but it is what we have.
When you say passed on their knowledge, you mean you don't have books? Is there a word for books?
Only the great books in the shrine.
Oh,
There are etched tablets with the knowledge of the ancients, but it is a history. True knowledge, artisan knowledge is passed on from parent to offspring.
I mentioned it to Mark that primitive cultures didn't trust in written words per se. They felt that by telling the story is what gave it life rather than just um, a written word, which could be anything really.
I
They
think
said,
they may just not have movable type yet.
well, I also think that maybe in the past, paper doesn't survive like long periods of time.
Yeah.
So, or, most written words. So even an etched stone will
And they
last
wouldn't have been. I guess they
millennium,
wouldn't
but
have been able to copy the paper.
right.
I mean, they should have been able to copy the paper, but it takes some work. So maybe they didn't
Well,
have the resources to
or
get
it got
paper.
destroyed. Making
Now,
paper isn't necessarily
yeah,
easy.
yes. As you move into the city, you realize that it's open to the air.
I was also going to mention to him, have you seen anything to make paper out of yet?
I guess not. We don't really have trees.
There's no
Yeah.
trees. There's no. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't see anything that looks like wood around.
Right.
You do see skins.
Or grass.
You don't see grass either. You see skins. You see metal. You see rock. You see things that look like they're ceramic. There's a lot of stuff, but you don't see any trees.
I try to think up of some common vegetables like onions and potatoes and think, is there a name for these?
There is no name for those.
Is there a word for tree?
There is no word for tree.
There's no word for tree. That doesn't sound good.
Not in this language.
They don't
What
have
do
a
they
word for
eat?
tree here.
There is a word for food.
Yeah, but I wonder what they eat.
That's a good question, isn't it? And I think we'll probably leave that for next week. Right now, you're walking inside and you're seeing a grand city full of these creatures, which are obviously not human. They're much more insectile in shape and size, with 4 arms and 2 legs, and there seems to be a lot. You can hear the sounds of many of sounds coming out of speakers, and they seem to be announcing things. But you're not quite sure what they are at this time because we haven't gone into that. So.
Stop smart. Stop S-smart.
As a matter of fact, there's at least one that is putting out an advertisement for some place.
Hey, interesting.
All right, so we will have more for you next week, but you'll have to wait until then, and I'll give you all 3 experiences.